Let's tie the shoes up. Let's tie the shoes up and let's get to it. Good morning. If it's morning time for me, I'm Eastern Standard Time. So the thing is, I normally stay around like 165. I like that 165, 175 feel. But seemed like after the holidays, I kind of got a little bit undisciplined, you know, instead of staying on my regular routine, which, you know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? We're still human out here in this meta world. So, you know, to all my people that's out there, you know, if you fit over 40, if you not fit over 40, if you trying to get fit and you ain't in your 40s yet, you know, boom. Between walking every day, you don't have to run, you don't have to do hit cardio, you don't have to go to the extreme. Just this is what I do every morning. I try to do it every morning. Let me backtrack that. My goal is to do it every morning. Sometimes I don't get to it every morning. However, since the holidays, I put on about 15, 20 pounds. You know, I'm now at about last time I weighed myself the other day, I'm at like 188, 190-ish, you know, and I don't, you know, it's okay. But I like being more of the 165, 170. You know, I feel much lighter on my feet. So I feel like what I need to do and stay consistent with is my diet, number one. And number two, I need to stay consistent with walking. So I got this the new NordicTrack, the one that goes 40 incline, 40% incline. I got it like 2 months ago, and it's dope. It's dope. It works better to me. This works better than even I go to Planet Fitness. No disrespect to Planet Fitness. I go to another gym that's in the area, and you know, I get on their treadmills and everything, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this right here, convenient at my home, and they came and, you know, they installed it for me and everything. Had to pay a little extra for that, but it wasn't too bad on the pockets. So what I'm about to do now though is tie my shoes up and get on here for 30 minutes and you know, join with me. I'm going 15 incline and my speed is going to be at 3. You can adjust your speed however you want. You know, it takes time. You know, the goal is to get better each time that you do any kind of exercise. The goal is to get better at your eating habits. It's not to jump out there and force yourself to, you know, just go cold turkey. You know what I mean? And say, oh, I'm just going to start wiping out all my carbs today. Or I'm just going to stop eating meat. I'm just going to do this, do that. You know, because those type of, you know, diets and mindsets, honestly, I've tried it. Tried it and done it all. They don't stick long. They're not longevity goals, you know. And again, this is my opinion. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to pass down the advice. So let me tie my shoes up and let's get to it. I'm gonna put this mic back on here and clip it right here. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. So, yeah. So, put any routines, morning routines that y'all doing, drop it in the comments, help me out. Anything that y'all doing out there, you know. So I tap this screen right here and let's go with the quick start. And here we go. And like I said, I go 15. I bump it up to 15. And I go at 3. I keep the speed at 3 and I go 15 incline. And this is what I do. I keep my tracker. I got my little Fitbit watch on. Make sure you get a Fitbit watch, or if you got an Apple Watch, anything to track your steps. You want to be able to, start tracking things. You want to track your steps. If you don't have a scale for your food, to weigh your food and stuff, go to Walmart. It's not expensive. Get you a little scale. And if you can't afford a scale, at the moment, that's fine too. Just use your hands, And I recommend that you do, when you're eating, you eat your protein first, right? So, and once you eat your protein, then you eat your vegetables. After you eat your vegetables, then you eat the carb last. I also recommend that you drink if you water or juice, whatever it is, 30 minutes before you eat. And after you eat, I recommend that you wait 30 minutes after you eat before you go to drink anything again. It gives your digestive system, that time to digest what you ate. You didn't put any liquid. That's just me. This is just what I learned, especially through the weight loss journey, and when I was going to the nutritionist for those 6 months before I had that surgery back in 2018. And I learned so much in that time frame that I incorporated it, and I really stuck with it. With the 30, I think it was 36, is it 36 ounces a day? Can't remember. But if you don't have a water jug or anything like that, I would just do 4 bottles. I would tell myself, as long as I got at least 4 bottles of these in a day, I reach my water goal. So that's how I would track it. I would track it. I would say, okay, this is 16.9 ounces. So, I'm not that great in math, but 4 bottles of those should do. That's enough. That's enough water per day. And just keep that in mind. With this journey, and it's a lifestyle change. It's really a lifestyle change, because you have to track things. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to track how much water you putting in. You know, you have to track you have to start tracking your steps. All of these are habits that you have to create in order to see real results, in order to see, real progression and gains. You have to change your habits. And if you really want to, you'll do it. You know, your lifestyle will start adapting to that. Your habits, you'll start seeing old habits just drastically fade out. And you won't even realize that you've been incorporating these new habits in. You'll start loving the fact that, you know, when you get off work or before you go to work, going to the gym. You'll start going to the gym so much that other people that's regulars in the gym, you know, they'll start seeing you. They'll start talking to you and dapping you up. And before you know it, you'll have a community of new circle of people that's on that same journey as you. And the people that you used to be around that's still doing the same things, you know, still going to the happy hours, still going to, you know, eat out on a regular basis, still going to the bars and alcohol and all that, you'll start drifting away from that. Because when you try to do both, right? I tried to do both. I tried to stick with the people who was going to the bars, happy hours, and eating all the fried food and all of that stuff. And then I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be able to kick it with y'all, and then I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow and work it off. You gonna feel horrible in there compared to if you didn't go and you said, you know what? Or you did go and you had the discipline to not get no alcohol while you was there. You had the discipline to choose a better variety of food choices. But to me, how I look at it is, when you really on your journey, you know, you gotta say to yourself, fast food is fast food. If I don't know what I'm putting in it, the salt, the pepper, the oil that I'm cooking it in, then I don't need to go and eat it. I don't need to go out and eat. You know, discipline will take you a long way in this journey. Discipline. And you'll start seeing your life just change. Your life will change for the better. You know, fitness is bigger than just being in shape, taking pictures for the gram, wearing the type of clothes that you always wanted to wear. Fitness and getting yourself in shape, I mean, it would take you to a whole nother level financially. It would take you to a whole nother level, you know, with just being around a whole new world of people, networking with different types of people. It will really, how can I say it? Man, it will really, it's just so many benefits to it. I mean, if you battling with insecurities, if you a person that battle with insecurities, like myself, it will eliminate that so much. And it's going to take time, but, you know, it will eliminate it. And soon you won't even care like what someone's thinking. You know, even with me doing this right here, 10 years ago, I would have been too ashamed to go live. You know, I would have been all in my head, second guessing myself. Oh no, I don't think I should post. I don't think I should do this. No, I don't want to do that. Fitness will change your life. It will change your life. I'm telling you it will. You will become more of a go-getter. Man, just me thinking back at a lot of the decision making that I made when I was 345 pounds, right? Let's talk about it for a minute, right? So when I was 345, right? My habits was, I was drinking alcohol pretty much maybe 3 days, 4 times, maybe 3 days out of the week, 2 days out of the week, maybe on the weekends, consistently, every weekend. I was going to somebody's bar. I was eating wings, pizza, fries, chips every day, Snickers, Reese's cups, drinking sweet tea, and I used to order a medium Domino's pizza. I used to work at night. I used to work a night shift, and I would order a medium Domino's pizza with an order of 12 buffalo wings. My lunch break was only for 30 minutes, right? I would eat all of that. And then I would tell myself, when I get off at 7 in the morning, I'm going to go home, go to sleep, and I'm not going to eat anything, right? Because I work night shift, my lunch breaks would be around like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I would get off at 7 in the morning. Now, this is how much of an addict I was addicted to the food, right? I would get off, and as I'm driving home, I'm driving past McDonald's, I'm driving past all these different mom and pop breakfast spots and all this stuff. And I'm telling myself, you know, go home. You already ate. You ate at 1:30, 2 in the morning. And before you know it, guess where I'm at? I'm either at that I used to make U-turns and go to the mom and pop breakfast spot, or I would pull up in the McDonald's line, give me the steak bagel, and I would get an additional bagel on a biscuit. So I'm getting 2 sandwiches, 1 bagel, 1 biscuit, 2 hash browns, and a large sweet tea. After I already ate at 1:30, 2 in the morning, a medium-sized pizza and 10 buffalo wings. That's just, you know, that's the type of stuff I was doing to myself. Wasn't doing no exercise. None. Every once in a blue moon, I might grab the jump rope and do something back then, but all of my energy was put into partying. You know, I'm going to go party. I'm going to the cigar lounge. I'm going to the happy hours. I'm going to, you know, this person's fight party, that person's fight party. That's where my energy was. That's where I was using my energy and other people. You know, I was being a people pleaser. This lifestyle is going to make you be a pleaser to yourself. You will start coming out of being a people pleaser, and the people that's around you are going to see that. They're going to see it. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to start drifting away. Some of them going to start drifting away. Some of them going to get quiet on you, you know. And because what's going on is they see your transformation. They see your transformation. And we all like to compare ourselves, no matter how we try to sugarcoat it or say, I don't compare myself to nobody in X, Y, and Z. Yes, you do. We all like to compare. So what happens is, I hope y'all can still hear me. What happens is, them people that was once around you, right? They gonna start comparing. They comparing themselves to you, and they see, damn, he or she done dropped 30 pounds, 40 pounds. They going to the gym. I'm calling them up to see what they doing, and they saying, oh, I'm on my way to my gym class. I see them on Facebook and Instagram, and they look like they done came down a couple dress sizes. He done came down a couple pants sizes. You know, while they're still in the same position that they was in when you all was hanging out, when you all was doing all the same stuff, right? They're still in that same world. They're still on that same hamster wheel. Because see, fitness is about progression. It's progression. It's progression, you know. And it's like you're it's, trust me when I tell you this, you're going to elevate when you start getting on your journey to want to, you know, get yourself in shape. I mean, I lost my dad to diabetes back in 2008. It runs rapid on his side of the family. So, and I was always a fat boy myself. High blood pressure runs on my mother's side of the family. I had high blood pressure at the age of like 25, 24. I had to take lisinopril, 30 milligrams. I first started out with just 5 milligrams. And they said, oh, if you increase your activity level and lose weight, we'll be able to eventually take you off the medication. They told me that when I was only taking 5 milligrams, right? Guess what I did? Oh, I'm taking this blood pressure pill, so it's keeping my blood pressure down. So I'm good. I can still go and eat the same foods, drink alcohol, do this, do that. You know, I don't got to work out. So as time went on, my dosage increased more and more and more. By the time I was in my early 30s, I was taking 30 milligram lisinopril once a day. 30 milligram of lisinopril once a day. And trust me, a lot of things was different. A lot of things was different that I see now that I'm like, wow, blood flow was different. Fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about. Blood flow was way different. At 300 plus pounds and you on high blood pressure pills, be honest with yourself. You know, it's blood flow different. You're gonna find yourself having to take all of these other different pills and stuff that they put out here on the market for men to be able to have stamina, for men to be able to have a better erection and all of that stuff. Trust me. I know. Trust me. So we can have all the pride in the world, right? You know, we can psych our own selves out. But at the end of the day, you're not hurting nobody but yourself when you decide to still want to keep yourself in that same bubble. You know, this life that we have, right? This life, you know, is here, and we can do anything. That's the key that you got to understand. Anything. We don't have to stay on the same routine. We don't. We can change just like that. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of this thing we call life, because we can change our directions at any time we want. We can change the way we look at any time we want. We have to live for ourselves. We can't be concerned about, well, I don't want to lose too much weight because I hear this person over here saying, oh, girl, if you lose another 10 or 15 more pounds, you gonna look like a crackhead. Oh, man, you looking too small. You need to pack on more muscle. You can't listen to none of these people. You have to listen to you and how you want to look and go after it. Trust me. People, everybody's not going to agree with you. Everybody's not going to like your journey. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. I had coaches and people tell me back before I even had the weight loss surgery in 2018, oh, don't get that. Don't get that surgery. Some people didn't even know what it was. They wasn't even educated on what VSG surgery was, number one. Number two, of course, everybody's, that's the easy way out. You know, they don't know nothing about the process. You know, that's the same thing. You know, when you talking to and going about things in a professional way, right? And you're looking for a professional perspective of things, the average person not going to understand that. They're going to always shoot it down. They're going to always have something to say negative about it. You know, I go to a therapist. I see a therapist once a week. It helped. I used to see this therapist way back in 2015, right? And a lot of my problems stemmed from, like my therapist told me back then, my problem stemmed from my weight. It stemmed from me being who I was at that point in time. But then I had other people in my ear, oh man, that therapist stuff don't work. Don't go see no therapist. Man, that stuff don't work. Therapy, man, that's for white people. Man, you know that. So again, I'm telling you, people are gonna have negative stuff to say. And some people aren't gonna say nothing at all because they're gonna watch you. You know, let them watch. Let them people watch. And you go after what it is that you really hear in your mind every day, but you don't say it out loud. That you look in the mirror and you see its physical being that you really know deep down inside you want to look like. Go after it. If it's a job, if you tired of the job that you want, and you know deep down inside you are more smarter, more capable of doing better things than this dead-end job or this career that you at or you been in currently, change it. Change it. Change it. I'm not saying jump out there and just quit your job. No. What I'm saying is take brick by brick, build. While you working that job that you're trying to get out of, or when you have that downtime, skills, build your skills up for what you trying to do to leave, so you can be able to leave that career that you at and go into another one. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, it will pay off. When you invest in yourself, it will pay off. It's a guarantee. So, like I said, my habits at 345 pounds was way different. And I had to change my habits. My habits had to be changed. And when my habits changed, my circle changed. A lot of people that I know, a lot of people who grew up around me, a lot of people stopped coming around because we on different frequencies. Still got love for them, but we on different frequencies. I'm going to the gym at 6 o'clock. You going to happy hour. I still love you, but I'm investing in myself in a different way. You know, that's just what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, the benefits of it, man. The benefits of it, you know, is incredible. It's incredible. Visualize yourself at the best version of you and go after it. Go after it. Go after it and stay consistent with it. I know it's not going to be easy. It's billions of distractions that surround us every day. Billions. But guess what? The same way that we know how to isolate and zone our attention on that party or that happy hour that we was going to go to, and we ain't letting nothing else around us distract us from getting there, you got to channel that energy into yourself and doing this. You got to channel that energy into it. I'm telling you, this is a lifestyle change. Just walk. Just tell yourself, I'm going to walk for 30 minutes and then I'm going to shut the machine off, even if you sign up for the gym. Don't go in there trying to lift everything and sign up for all the classes, because you're not going to want to come back. Your body going to be sore. You haven't worked out in years. Don't do that. Baby steps. We got to get out of this microwavable age that we living in, where we want everything so quick and fast. It's not going to come that way. Baby steps. If you don't have a gym membership and you can afford one, right? Sign up. Just go in there, walk 30 minutes, shut the machine off, and go home. 85% of this thing, 90 damn near, is your diet, and you changing what you're drinking. That's it. That's 90% of it. 90% of it. All of this stuff that's out here that people selling you and telling you, 90% of this thing is what you're eating and what you're drinking. But I'm telling you now, start a routine. If you can only do 5 push-ups, do 5. Do 5. And then say, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to do some arm rolls, I'm going to do some back arm rolls, I'm going to do 5, I'm going to do 3 sets of 5 push-ups, I'm going to do 5, I'm going to take a 30-second break, I'm gonna do 5, 30-second break, I'm gonna do 5. Then I'm gonna do, if you can squat with your body, right? Do some leg squats. Whatever number that you can do that number. And increase the number as time go on, it's gonna get easier. You're gonna feel that it's gonna get easier. Increase it. And then tell yourself, I'm gonna get on a treadmill and I'm gonna walk. If you don't have money for a gym membership, walk outside, whatever, I don't know what weather conditions you in, what area you live in, but walk outside, 30 minutes. Again, you have to start tracking yourself. Track. So right now, we at 30 minutes, y'all. We at 30 minutes already. So what I'm gonna do is what I like to do is I'll bring it down from 15. Well, I bring my speed down to 2, and then I bring it down. I bring my speed down to like 1.9 or something like that, and I go backwards for a little bit. You don't have to go backwards yet. You know, as time go on, and as you stay consistent, you know, you'll be able to do a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is going to become second nature. But I'm just telling you, walk. You can't beat it. You know, walking. It's the easiest thing. It's the easiest thing to do. And the hardest thing to do is to make it a routine. And that I understand. Because, hell, it happens to me as well. So I'm at 31 minutes. So I'm going to stop it right here because I got my 30 minutes in. Whew. And I'm going to hit end. And let's see, what's this talking about here? 31 minutes, 1.55. That's 1 mile. And okay. It say 276 calories burned, but this doesn't know how many calories I burn. But yeah, I'm gonna wipe this sweat down, and hope y'all enjoyed my conversation this morning and take something from it. And I'll definitely see y'all around, man. Once again, we fit over 40, and we all about investing in ourselves and investing in our health. You know what I'm saying? When you invest in yourself, it's nothing but wealth that's going to come your way. Trust me when I'm telling you. Y'all be safe out there, man. I'm gone.